Hi, it's Jason Everett from Business Refuel. And have you ever had a day, a week, or an entire year where you felt off your game? Well, I don't have those very often anymore, but before I started working with Jayne Johnson, I used to have those on a regular basis where I just feel off and it would take me a long time to reset. And after working with Jayne Johnson, I've worked with her actually for 4, maybe 5 years at this point, where we get together on a weekly basis and we talk about some of the things that are going on, not only in my personal life, but in my professional life, and figure out what are those little hiccups, what are those little hangups that get in your way that prevent you from having an amazing day. And one of the things that Jayne is really gifted at is pattern interrupting. And what I mean by pattern interrupting is the first time I met Jayne, I was just kind of on autopilot. You know what I'm talking about? I was like kind of on subconscious autopilot. I tend to make jokes, crack jokes, and I live in that space on a regular basis. And it's really good until it's completely on autopilot. And so I kind of made an autopilot type of comment to her, and she kind of tweaked her head and went, I don't know what you mean by that. And it just even that one little statement of, I don't know what you mean, and kind of broke me out of my pattern to be able to go, oh, wow, I realize I'm not only talking to somebody different who recognizes things like that, but it kind of awoke me from a moment where I was just completely in my own space and just operating and not really paying attention to people that were around me. And so from that day forward, from kind of being broken from that moment, now on a regular basis when I see Jayne, fortunately right now I get the privilege of seeing her every single week, is that she helps me to make sure my life is not on autopilot, that my life is actually something that I have control over, that I can make choices in. And instead of having something come up in my day that completely throws me off my game and derails me for weeks at a time, sometimes it's only hours. And some of the techniques she's given me have helped me correct in seconds. So if you're the type of person that has ever been thrown off your game, or you feel like you've had way too long between recovery times just mentally, you should probably check out a session with Jayne. And the coolest part is she'll have a session with you and make sure that you guys are a good fit. Not everybody's a good fit for working with Jayne, but if you think you're a good fit, I would highly, highly, highly recommend that you sit with her and find out a little bit more about what she does. It has helped for me, and over the last 4+ years, it's been one of the greatest things that I do in my life. So Jayne, thank you so much. And if you're watching this, you need to not only get with Jayne, but you'll get to hopefully have a great relationship with her too. All right, take care.